Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you an app that I've been using recently, and that is NFC Task Launcher. Now this is most similar to the one that comes with the Samsung Galaxy S3, and you can use it for any kind of a Samsung device really, and that is Samsung Tactile. Now the problem with Samsung Tactile that I had was that it was very limited. Anytime I used it, the settings that you can do were very limited. Like I couldn't even turn on and off data with the settings. It was very limited and it really kind of annoyed me. So I just wish it had done more. And when I was wishing it had done more, I actually found an app that did do more. So I'm gonna delete this app right now, just so it doesn't interfere with a previous Tactile that I had used. So now this will work with what's called an NFC tag. And what that means is basically that you have the ability to, any kind of NFC tag, whether they can be like a keychain, they can be a sticker like these are, any NFC tag will work with this app. So what's good about that is as soon as you come in contact with this NFC tag, you can do a whole bunch of things. So for instance, I have a car one and a home one. For my home, I disable GPS, I disable mobile data, I put my ringer and my media to the max volumes, and I enable my Wi-Fi. So all this happens at once anytime I get home and put my phone over the Samsung Tactile I have there. Now in my car, I enable my mobile data, I disable my Wi-Fi, and I launch the new app that I fell in love with, which is called Wave Control. So as soon as I get in the car, I can just use my hands to, turn on my music, or if I want to answer a call, just right away. Now you can also do other actions, and you can add to this, which is really nice. Again, with the Samsung Tactile, you can only do like one set of things. You couldn't like launch multiple things or do anything like that. With this one, you can. So let's create a new one for the studio. I'm going to create a new tag. And now you can see, you can even go to a website, you can create a new message, whatever you want to do, you can really do it. So let's create a new task. I'm going to add an action. And over here, I'm going to want my data on. So I'm going to go right here and go to data, mobile data on and off. And I will click enable. Important thing to know about GPS is that GPS, you can't actually turn it on and off unless you have it rooted, unfortunately. So that's the one thing that this is limited by, that some phones disable you having GPS control if you do not have it rooted. So I'm doing that. I don't need Bluetooth. I don't need Wi-Fi hotspot because I don't have the Verizon version. I have Fox-Fi, which you guys should have if you watch my videos. Free hotspot. So don't need to do anything else there. Let me see what else we can do. Oh, I kind of went all the way back, didn't I? So enable that. I want to also put my ringer on silent, so we don't have anyone disrupt us. So we're going to put the ringer on silent, and the display, actually the display is fine, we don't need to do anything to the display. Social media, if I wanted to tag every time I came here, I could do that. If I wanted to call someone, I could do that. If I wanted to launch an app, I could also do that as well. So actually one app that I'm going to launch is Fox-Fi. So I'm going to pick and it scans all your apps. And I'm going to launch Fox-Fi so I can, set up a nice hotspot here as soon as I get here. So do that. And now at the very top, it's asking me if I want to name it. I will need to rename it, and I'm going to name it Ask the Android Guy. All right. And then as soon as I'm done, I'm going to hit finish. And then just wave it right over the Tactile. and it has been written successfully. All right, so now so you guys can see how it works, I'm going to turn off both my data and my Wi-Fi so that they're off. This over a little bit. And now, all right, so those are both off. And now I'm going to put this over it. And as you saw right there, my data is now on. It has a little notification panel that was launched. Now my mobile data is on again. I'm on silent. And it tells me if I want to go there, but obviously you also saw that FoxPi launched. So that if I wanted to create the hotspot, I can just do it right then and there. Alright guys, so that has been the better version of Samsung's Tactile, and what I would personally use it with, instead of their own app, use NFC Task Launcher. Now this is really good just because when you go different places, you don't have to use your GPS, which will drain your battery. The thing about apps like Local and other apps that kind of track where you go and then change upon command, even like Microsoft's version, is that they constantly drain your battery because that is an app you have running at all times. Whereas NFC tags are better because they don't drain your battery. They just change the settings when you wave it around it. And NFC itself doesn't drain nearly as much battery as these apps do. So that is why I recommend NFC Task Launcher over any kind of app like Local, Microsoft's version, which I forget the name of it, but any app that basically changes where you go. Alright guys, if you have any question about NFC Task Launcher, feel free to ask. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.